Shui asks Gu Heng what he would have done if she had really been pregnant. Gu Heng clearly says he would never ask her to abort the baby. While leaving the hospital, Gu Heng's mother suddenly appears. Mr. Gu's secretary introduces Shui as his niece. Gu Heng's mother finds Shui kind and beautiful and invites her home for dinner. Though Shui hesitates, Gu Heng insists they go. They have a warm dinner together. When Shui tries to leave, Gu Heng also stands up. Outside, he tells her that one day she would have to come to his house anyway. Later, Shui lies to her friend Shin about being in Mr. Gu's car. Gu Heng's mother later sees Shui working part-time and feels even more fond of her. Nima and her mother are there too. Nima makes sharp comments, clearly jealous. Gu Heng arrives and asks Shui to serve tea. When Shui hands him the cup, he gently holds her hand, making Nima furious. Nima orders Shui to bring her tea and suddenly throws the hot cup at her, burning Shui's hand. Gu Heng immediately protects Shui and takes her away, ignoring Nima's anger. Outside, Shui says they should end whatever is between them because his engagement is near. Gu Heng explains the engagement is only a family arrangement. When Shui questions his feelings, Gu Heng jokes, making her angry. In the emotional moment, they end up kissing deeply, unable to resist their feelings. Nima, filled with hatred, plans revenge with Lin. During Shui's job interview, Nima insults her. Later, Shui is kidnapped and taken to Lin. Nima coldly allows Lin to harm Shui, but Shui fights back bravely. Gu Heng tracks her location, rushes to the hotel, and saves her. Shui is drugged and confused. Gu Heng carries her away and takes care of her personally. Under the drug's effect, Shui confesses that she has loved him for 8 years and kisses him. Later, the doctor says Shui is very weak and needs care. Gu Heng's secretary reveals that Lin has been arrested and confessed that Nima planned everything. Gu Heng promises Nima will be punished. Even after all this, Shui tells Gu Heng they must end their relationship because of his upcoming engagement. As she leaves, Gu Heng hugs her tightly and puts a necklace around her neck. Shui's eyes fill with tears, showing how deeply both of them are hurt but still in love. Afterward, Shui is seen at school with Shin when a boy named Justin approaches her. He says he has been searching for her for 3 years and invites her to his birthday party. Shin happily agrees. At the party, Shin feels the atmosphere is more like a proposal than a birthday. Justin proposes to Shui, saying he has nothing now, but promises to work hard to make her happy. Shui notices that the love in his eyes resembles the love she once had for Gu Heng 8 years ago. Justin brings her cake, but Shui suggests they get to know each other first before anything else. Shui then excuses herself to go to the washroom and goes alone. Inside the house, she sees Gu Heng's photograph and realizes she's in Mr. Gu's home. Mrs. Gu appears and asks why Shui is there, saying she did not know that the friends Gu Heng invited included her. When Mrs. Gu sees Shui touching a box, she asks about it. Shui apologizes and explains that her mother had the same box, which made her curious. Mrs. Gu asks what her mother kept inside it, and Shui replies that it contained bracelets and photos. When Mrs. Gu asks her mother's name and hears that it was Ji-Yu, she is shocked and asks if Shui is Ji-Yu's daughter. Shui confirms and shows a photo of herself with her mother. Mrs. Gu becomes emotional, confirms it is truly Ji-Yu, hugs Shui tightly, and says she has finally found her. When Gu Heng arrives, his mother tells him that the person they had been searching for is Shui. Mrs. Gu happily gives Shui many expensive jewelry gifts, which Shui refuses, saying they are too costly. Mrs. Gu insists, explaining that they are gifts passed down from her grandmother. Both Gu Heng and Shui are shocked. Mrs. Gu then explains that Justin, the boy who brought Shui there, is Gu Heng's elder brother's son. Shui says she needs time to think. Mrs. Gu then asks Justin to take Shui to the backyard. In the backyard, Gu Heng sends Justin away and tries to stop Shui from accepting his mother's plan. He asks her to refuse it, but Shui says she cannot break Mrs. Gu's heart and has already made her decision. Gu Heng warns her that she does not understand the consequences, yet Shui calmly says she will go abroad with Justin for his studies. She informs Mrs. Gu, and the two begin planning together, while Gu Heng walks away in silence. Nima then tries to stop Gu Heng, but he coldly warns her not to touch him and strictly tells her never to mention Shui's name again. When Nima questions him, Gu Heng threatens that if she ever harms Shui again, he will kill her. Later, Shui visits the hospital and learns that her brother's condition has slightly improved, though it remains uncertain. Doctors suggest consulting the famous but hard-to-reach expert, Mr. Chang. Shui approaches him sincerely, completes a task he gives her, and earns his agreement to examine her brother the next day. She later realizes that Mr. Chang is acquainted with Gu Heng, as they are seen playing chess together. After their game, Mr. Chang promises to treat Shui's brother. Yuze calls Shui upset that she did not go with him and demands she pick him up at the airport. Shui refuses, explaining she must take Mr. Chang to the hospital. Later, at the hospital, Yuze forces Shui to choose between them. Shui chooses Gu Heng, explaining he has always supported her, and she wants to introduce him to her brother once he wakes up. Shui apologizes to Yuze and tells him he'll find someone better. Mr. Chang examines Shui's brother and confirms that with proper acupuncture, there is a strong chance of recovery. Overjoyed, Shui thanks Gu Heng, who gently reminds her that he always keeps his promises. Shui suddenly receives a call informing her that Mr. Chang has been in a car accident. She and Gu Heng rush to the hospital, where Gu Heng orders his secretary to investigate. Shui fears the accident was deliberately planned to prevent her brother from recovering. The secretary confirms that the driver involved was sent by Nima, and Gu Heng coldly states that they must uncover the real mastermind behind it. Soon after, Shui's aunt appears and asks for help. Shui confronts her, reminding her how she was mistreated after her parents' deaths when her aunt took her house and treated her cruelly. Despite her pain, Shui agrees to help and says she will contact the police. At that moment, her aunt reveals a shocking truth, that Shui's parents' deaths were not accidental, but carefully planned. When Shui asks why she is revealing this now, her aunt replies that Shui deserved to know and then leaves. Shui goes to her brother and tells him everything. While speaking, she notices his finger moving. Doctors rush in and confirm that the acupuncture has worked and he has begun to respond. Mr. Chang also arrives and reassures everyone that Shui's brother will recover. Gu Heng and his mother are present, bringing a sense of hope and relief. Later, Gu Heng meets Shui, kisses her, and tells her that he is going to get engaged. Shui congratulates him but breaks down in tears. Gu Heng admits he has hurt her deeply, asks her to hit him if she wants, and begs her never to hate him. Heartbroken, Shui asks him to leave. Determined to uncover the truth, Shui visits a mechanic and shows him her parents' photo. The mechanic reveals that he repaired their car and that Shui's brother was present that day. He adds that the police investigated but failed to solve the case, and gives Shui a notebook found in the car. When Shui smells the notebook, she faints. Shui later wakes up tied to a chair facing Yuze. Enraged, Yuze confesses that he gave her many chances, but she always chose Gu Heng. He admits he planned everything, including her parents' accident, so she would depend only on him. Shui screams at him, blaming him for her parents' deaths and her brother's suffering. Meanwhile, Gu Heng learns that Nima is behind the hospital attack. At the engagement party, police arrive with evidence and arrest Nima. Gu Heng reveals the engagement was fake and only done to collect proof. Yuze tortures Shui and threatens her brother. During the chaos, guards leave and Shui cuts her ropes with a knife. Gu Heng arrives just in time and rescues her. He assures her her brother is safe. Shui hugs Gu Heng tightly, crying in relief. Later, Dr. Chang announces the best news: Shui's brother has woken up. Shui runs to him and cries with happiness. Her brother hugs her and thanks Gu Heng for protecting her. Shui introduces Gu Heng as her boyfriend. Gu Heng promises he loves Shui deeply and will protect her forever. Shui's father gives his blessing and says his happiness is her happiness.
Gu Hang hugs Shui, and the drama ends on a warm, emotional note. Thanks for watching.